Hello there. It's so great to see you. Welcome to our cleaning department. We specialize here in cleaning all of your controllers, technical items, laptops, keyboards, phones, mobile phones. Anything you need cleaned that's technical based, then that can be sorted for you here. Or I'll welcome anyone who wishes to have a little pedicure, freshen up for their beloved controllers. Then they bring them into me and I get them all nice and brand new looking for them again. So, we're somewhat considered an off branch to our main gaming store next door. We have a lot of customers that come in here and anything they need taken care of in terms of technical capacity, whether it's their controllers or mobile telephones or consoles or anything like that, laptops, computers, and they need it serviced or taken care of and brought back to a brand new condition, then that's what we are initially here to do for you. Some customers, they drop it off, come back the next day. Some customers stay late at night. I mean, it's quite late now. And some customers just enjoy watching the process, find it relaxing. Gaming can be quite intense sometimes, and it's also good just to have a little bit of a relaxing time. And that can be found here at our cleaning store as well. So you're very welcome to watch it all get cleaned, relax, see how the process happens. Also, it's kind of quite nice to see something that you love and take care of and enjoy. Get us sprucing up. There's sort of a euphoric feeling, sensation to do with all that. So you're very welcome to watch and enjoy as well. Perfect. That's really great. I do love it when all customers stay. That's really good. So, what have you bought for me to clean today? Excellent. Excellent. A PlayStation 4 controller. Great. Yeah, I can certainly do that for you if you just like to pass it to me. Thank you. And it's been well looked after, I can see, and brought to me in the plastic covering. That's always a very good sign. I can tell instantly what type of controller this is. This is a very well loved and used controller by the looks of it, and you're quite the gamer. You could always tell how serious a gamer is by their controller. There's indications like within the lines there, depending on how deep the dust lines are in there. Sure, it tells me how much you play games. It's not just normal conventional dust which lands, which you can see around the corners there. It's when it's in the crevices you can see that it's a well-used game. So we'll have just an initial test of your controller to make sure everything functions and see how it is at the moment, because sometimes dust build-up can just slightly alter the button pressing abilities. Okay, so we'll just give it a little test here. Single taps, that would be fine. Yep. 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 Okay. 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 On the top here. Yep. 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 Excellent. Well, a simple pre-test like that, pre-examination, I'm able to tell if there's a slight build-up in dust any part of the controller, and it's what I can tell so far, there's nothing really deep, and something that needs to take control apart, then put it back together again. So that's really good, and you can tell already that it's a very well looked after gaming controller. It's just had the normal sort of wear and tear you would get from a controller of this sort of age, and it's had this sort of usage on there as well. So we could look just around the joysticks there. You could see we've got dust on the inside there, and same again here as well. And there's nothing you can do about it. You'll always get a collection of dust build up. It's just natural for gamers. So don't feel bad about that whatsoever. Don't worry, your controller is going to feel brand new after it as well. So there's just slight indications of, you know, how deep this clean's going to need to be. You can see in the lines there on the controller, you've got dirt in there. And I don't mean that in a bad term, it's just, you know, dust build up and usage, shall we say. And it follows around there and across and around the controller here as well. So we've got all sorts of tools and things we could use to bring this back to a first class, almost brand new light controller. So if you're happy to proceed with all that, we can get that done for you, no problem whatsoever. Excellent, that's really good. Okay, well, I'd like to thank you so much for wanting to see me and get this done. Hopefully you've heard of our previous jobs that we worked on. Maybe you've had a recommendation or something like that, and that's what's led you to us here. So we'd like with the telephone, with the telephones, laptops. Yeah, okay, that's good. I'm really happy that people have let you know about those. Okay, so we're just gonna go around here. Okay, this is just getting off any of those random parts of the dust that I might see, and give it just a once over with this. And if there's any large pieces of dust, then this bit on the end here will collect it all. So just enjoy. So for the prime example there, we got quite a thick build up there. Okay, but that can be seen too very easily. But it's just an example where these controllers, you know, they're well loved, they're beloved, but it can't escape the dust build up and the usage and things. But everything to me is, you can tell that it's been very well looked after and loved, which is always really good to see. Right. Okay. So we have very specialist equipment. We'll give all the crevices a good working first, and then we'll see and add more layers. So you'll see as we go on, all the tools and things that we use throughout. Okay, so Okay, everything all good? You've been enjoying your gaming experiences as of late? Hopefully you've been to the big tournaments in the game store next door. There's some really great tournaments that go on there. Okay. So what we like to think with this is that all of the dirt that comes out, it's not dirt, it's not grime, it's from all the success of gaming that you've had. And this is just part of the process to make sure when you have successful gaming experiences, then this is basically not so much the casualties of war, but it's an indication that you've been there and you're an experienced gamer. As any experienced gamer would tell you, that you'll be doing all sorts of things when you're gaming, whether you're going to be eating on the go quickly, takeaways, your hands might just get a bit messy or something like that, and you might need to get back on your game very quickly, all sorts of things. So that's what your controller will pick up. As you can tell there, there's quite a lot, and you wouldn't think it, but it's only when you, of course, get it professionally cleaned, and then that's when it's true. Its true form takes shape there almost. Okay, let's get that around there. Some might not think it's the most pleasant of things, but to me it's highly satisfying, because I know that this controller is going to be almost brand new again, like when you first purchased it. And that's what I want to bring to all of my customers. Around the ports there tends to be quite a build-up of dirt around there, because that tends to be a place where all the dust is collected. But if you look very closely there, let me get the other one, you'll be able to see yours is very well kept in there. So you can see there should be a massive build-up of dust in there, but yours is very well looked after. There doesn't appear to be a massive collection of dust in there, which is very good. But you can't escape just the rims around there. That's the thing. That's really good though. Okay. Yeah, so there appears to be a build up of sort of dirt around here. Okay. But with every build-up of dirt means there was countless wins in games and enjoyment. So think of it that way. So we've done the edge around the rim here. We've taken out all those hard pieces of dirt there. And what you'll be able to see here is a very sort of basic foundation of the cleaning process. And so the initial hard clean, that's where the majority of the thick, heavy dirt will be collected. First, it'll be around those rims and the connecting part of your controller. Usually you can take these out here and pull your controller apart, but I think it's less distressing for the gamer to know that their controller still remains intact and yeah, that it's not been taken apart. Otherwise then it feels like it's a serious thing when it doesn't need to be. You can be just as effective if you know what you're doing, of course. Okay, so the next bit we're going to attack here. Okay, we're going to go around these crevices around the controller part here. Okay, so sort of around here, around the top there. Okay, and then we're going to use different tools for that as well. But the sort of hard dirt areas are pretty much all done there. Okay, yep, so that's what we need, these tools here, so we're going to place them down there. As you can notice, I had a bit of a pickup of dirt there as well. So you know that that part has been successful in there also. But those are the main areas where the dirt would tend to be built up. Okay. So we'll just go around the outside with that. To make sure there are no residual bits in there. Around the controller. That's looking really good to me. Excellent. So one of very effective tool tends to be one of the basic, but there's a toothbrush here. Okay, we just apply a little bit. Specialist spray here, and we're just gonna go around all of your controller. also that I'll be able to do straight away is just to check that all the dust has been removed. This is going to be with another quick button check there as well. And then this is going to let me know if there's been any further build-up of dust there, but what I can see so far, everything is looking quite immaculate, but not immaculate enough. There's still even more cleaning to do on this, but as you can tell, it looks brand new again, which I'm sure you'll be very happy to see. Again, it's going to get a nice buff up on the polish up. But first we're going to do a little button test again, just so if I can hear if there's any more internal dust build up. That controller is sounding mighty fine to me, sounding really good. And it also looks really good as well. But like I said, there's still more to be done here. So first I'm going to give it a cloth polish. Move to a kind of like a shower brush down here. Might be familiar with this. This is highly effective dust collector, where it looks, pretty bad, but I assure you it is very effective. Okay, so let's roll that in the ball. of the major cleaning has taken place on this controller, you'll be able to see right now that it really does look really nice and smart at the moment. I hope that you've enjoyed watching it so far. There's a couple more processes that I'd like to do, and one of the important ones is to really give it a dust air blast. So what we do there is just apply air from a can to a controller, and this, if there's anything like minuscule in the cracks, then this should do it for the residual dust. Okay, so we take off. Excellent. Okay, that's not the one. And then finally, one of the last process is just go around the edge. This will pick up any microfibers or anything like that that's left on the controller. But I'd like to say that was a very successful cleaning process for your controller. Well, I do think we're about there with your controller. So remember that dirty controller that you bought in? It had a lot of usage. It's clearly beloved by its owner, who loves to play games and use this controller and probably enjoy takeaways and stuff and really immerse himself into the game. Now, remember that controller? This is your nice and shiny, nice and clean, professionally done, of course, controller, ready to be taken back home for you, loved and enjoyed and played with. And hopefully along the way you found this quite a relaxing, satisfying process of watching your controller have a pedicure, a manicure, whatever you like to call it, a massage, but a deep thorough clean. It can be very relaxing to see something that you love so much be taken care of, looked after, and basically brought back to brand spanking new, which is exactly what you wanted when you came in here. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in your covering there, but first, if you'd just like to tell me you're happy with everything, all the sounds there, so we'll just give it a button click test. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. Excellent. Yep. Yep. We'll just give it a quick. That's all sounding really good to me. Well, I'm going to place it back in the packaging here. But first, I'm going to give the packaging a bit of a cleaner as well. We just want to be absolutely thorough with this now. Now you've taken the time to get it all clean. Okay. And am I okay to pop your controller back in there for you? Excellent. Okay, well, here's your gaming controller. How much do you owe me? Not at all. Completely free of charge for you. Don't worry about it. Don't mention it. This is, like I said, a side store of the main game store, and we're happy for all customers to come in and, you know, get an occasional treat for their controllers. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to give you back your controller. Yeah. Good, let's take that. And yeah, so one of the projects that I'm working on at the moment, we have a white version of your PlayStation controller, and these are somewhat a little bit more difficult to locate the dust because naturally its color is white and can be quite hard sometimes, but that's a project that I'm working on. Also, we have a very well used PlayStation 3 controller as well, and these are the ones which require an even deeper clean. So if you've got other controllers and things, then of course bring them in. I'd love to clean them for you and for you to be happy and satisfied with your end result for all of your technical items that you'd like to clean. So I really hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you so much for coming and seeing me today. I hope you've enjoyed the experience, and I really hope you enjoy your gaming controller. It was a pleasure to do it for you. Okay, well, take care of yourself.